Hey everyone, Kyle Walker here. If you love cars, fixing things, or just want to understand your vehicle better, you're in the right place. I share hands-on tips, smart driving advice, and straight-up car talk without the fluff. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around till the end. You don't want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it.
The clutch and gearbox are traditional nodes of any domestic or foreign car. The transmission is an element that provides the flow of torque from the powertrain to the wheels. If earlier most vehicles were equipped with a manual box, then today more and more motorists give preference to hydromechanical automatic transmission. This is partly due to the fact that the machine control is simplified, since the clutch pedal is absent and speed shifting is automatic. Purpose of a combined transmission in a passenger car. The lifestyles of modern drivers are changing significantly, and today there are more and more demands for optimal driving comfort. Standard units of cars undergo significant changes. Among striking examples, we can highlight the combination of mechanical and hydraulic transmission. If we talk about the hydromechanical transmission and what it is, the first thing to understand is what its purpose is. The main difference is in the smooth change in rotational motion. Facilitated control made it possible to abandon the use of a clutch, since the combined control is responsible for all processes. With an automatic transmission, we can talk about the following situations concerning the management of the auto during gear changes. The transmission is disconnected from the powertrain. If the road conditions change, the torque value will also change its value. Using an automatic transmission on a car allows you to get several undeniable advantages. In addition to the automation of shifting speeds, it is also worth noting the increased performance of the power unit and the box, and improved passability of the vehicle in off-road conditions. Varieties of hydromechanics. For a long time, automatic gearboxes were installed exclusively on cars of the middle class and premium category. To date, the unit has received mass use and is increasingly popular among motorists. Automatic transmission can significantly increase comfort during driving, but it should be taken into account that such units differ in varieties, each of which has its advantages and disadvantages. Having understood the principle of operation of hydromechanical gearboxes, it will be possible to decide which type of automatic transmission is suitable for a particular driver. It is worth mentioning the following types of hydromechanical gearboxes. Hydromechanical automatic. This is one of the first transmissions of this kind, which appeared as an alternative to mechanics. The design is a combination of a torque converter and planetary control. The presence of electronic components allows to significantly increase the functional features of the unit. Variator transmission. It is less popular because of the absence of the usual fixed steps. The advantages include maximum smoothness, and this is explained by the absence of gear changes. The design of the stepless transmission is as follows. The usual hydraulic converter is used to transmit the torque, and the torque is changed by changing the diameter of the driving and driven pulley. These components are connected by means of a belt and chain, and the change in diameter will depend on speed and load. Robotic box massively began to be used about 20 years ago. There are few differences from mechanics. There is a clutch, but the difference is that the clutch is controlled in automatic mode. The advantages of the robot include low cost, dynamic acceleration, and fuel economy. As for the disadvantages, the main one is a decrease in comfort. Pre-selective boxes with a double clutch. Such devices include DSG or power shift. The unit can be attributed to robotic control, but with higher technical characteristics. By design, it resembles the usual mechanics, but this time engineers used two units placed in one box at once. Read also, self-made illumination for the gear knob on the car. Robotic units and automatic transmissions are devices that aim to simplify the driver's interaction with the transmission. Functions of a torque converter. A hydraulic transformer is essentially an advanced hydraulic clutch. While a conventional clutch performs the task of simply rotating, in the case of an automatic transmission, an increase in torque position is added. The unit performs several basic functions, one of which is the damping action during rotational motion. If the difference in rotational speed is constant, losses occur, so locking occurs, as a result of which the torque begins to be transmitted through the damping springs. The locking clutch has another useful function, the prevention of increased fuel consumption. Speaking about the functions of the hydromechanical transmission of the car, it is worth noting some negative factors. Important. When locking, there is often increased pressure on important components of the motor and transmission. Friction components may wear faster, and friction particles may enter the oil. As a result, driving performance may deteriorate and gear changes may no longer be smooth. Car owners need to take care of the box during acceleration or braking. Design of torque converter. What is the structure of the hydromechanical transmission? You can understand by studying its design. The main units are the torque converter, mechanical gear, and control mechanisms. The torque converter is the main component, and it performs almost the same function as the clutch. Studying the design of this part, you can see that it consists of 3 wheels that have a special shape. The first wheel is a pump wheel. Its purpose is to perform the connection between the hydraulic unit and the power unit. The second ring, turbine, it forms a connection with the primary shaft of the box. The third wheel is a reactor wheel. Its function is to increase torque. All 3 components are closed by means of a special housing, the internal volume of which is 3/4 filled with lubricant. From the engine, torque is supplied to the pumping part, then through rotary movements directs lubricant to the turbine wheel, as a result of which the force is transmitted to the primary shaft. As the load is applied, the torque converter will automatically change the torque of force, which in turn, transmitted to the mechanical components, will be switched by means of friction components. The fluid head flowing from the pressure plate to the turbine is also controlled automatically. Planetary gearbox. An automatic usually uses a planetary gearbox. Despite its simple design, the torque is adjusted as required and directed to the sun gear. The planetary gear is coupled with a free-rotating satellite gear, which has a special driver for communication with the shaft. Torque will be transmitted through the driver when the pinion is in retarded mode, and if the pinion is disengaged, the satellites will start sending torque to it. How a hydromechanical gearbox works can be understood by studying its design. The planetary gearbox is one of the varieties of the combined system. The name of the node is due to the fact that the satellites rotate around the central gear like the planets of the solar system. The use of these components in the automaton is due to the simplicity of modifying the transmission ratio. To do this, it is enough to slow down one of the parts of the node or connect several elements by means of a friction clutch. Read also, electronic gas pedal, its faults and adjustment electronic part of the hydromechanical automatic transmission. Modern automatic gearboxes are equipped with electronic control, which makes it possible to maintain the set torque with a higher accuracy. If in older devices it was a matter of 6 to 8%, the electronically controlled control units can maintain an accuracy of 1%. There are new possibilities. Based on the speed and load on the motor, the computer can determine the mass of the vehicle and make the necessary corrections. The main components of the electronic control system are the control lever and the electronic unit. This system also includes certain subsystems such as manual control subsystem, the system that produces the controlled signals, elements of operation, automatic protection, measuring units, executive system, pros and cons of hydromechanics. Cars equipped with automatic transmission provide safer and more comfortable driving, since they provide an opportunity to concentrate on the road without being distracted by unnecessary actions. A special advantage is gained by novice drivers who find it difficult to use mechanics. Important. If a pupil is trained at a driving school to drive a car with an automatic transmission, he or she will not be able to drive a vehicle with a manual transmission, as there will be a corresponding note in the driving license. The advantages of an automated gearbox include the following. The gears do not have to be shifted manually. Power is delivered evenly. Cars equipped with an automatic transmission are characterized by smooth running during gear shifting. In the case of a manual transmission, there may be difficulties with starting. The engine may stall if the clutch is lowered sharply. In vehicles with automatic, this process is controlled by electronic components. The automatic box has its own disadvantages, the main of which is the high cost of maintenance. It is worth noting the high requirements for operating conditions. Another disadvantage is the lack of possibility to start the car with a push start when the battery is dead. Hydromechanics is the choice of those car owners who are not constrained by financial resources and are not ready to sacrifice their comfort. With competent management and care, car with automatic is more reliable and safe to drive. In conclusion, a hydromechanical gearbox is an innovative system that combines hydraulic and mechanical components to optimize power, transmission, and efficiency in various applications. By utilizing fluid dynamics alongside traditional gearing, these gearboxes offer smoother operation and improved performance. Understanding how they work can provide valuable insights into their advantages in industries ranging from automotive to aerospace. As technology continues to evolve, hydromechanical gearboxes are likely to play an increasingly important role in enhancing the capabilities of modern machinery. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video has deepened your understanding of this fascinating topic.